So I was making a video and it just all completely shut off. And it's funny because I was in the middle of talking about the Bible. I don't know. But the message I was trying to bring forward was about love and how it's not always going to be what we think it should be, right? That I had wrote some notes down because I woke up thinking about the concept of love. And I've had to sit here all day and kind of consider it. And the thought originally was love is not always going to make you feel good. And I went through and started listing the kinds of love. You have tough love, sensual love, passionate love, vulnerable love, truthful love, and just the different sides to what that feeling can provide for you. And when it comes down to it, yesterday was like toxic, loving love. I just was spitting out so many harsh truths and they were flowing through me, and I'm not going to lie, that drained me by the end of the day. I even had to just cut myself off. I was in bed by 9 o'clock last night because I was like, I'm just done with the day. I don't want to think anymore. I don't want to feel anymore. I'm tired of my ears ringing. I'm tired of things coming in and out of my head. I'm tired of trying to express myself in a way that isn't hurtful, even though I know the message is hurtful. And it just gets to a point where you have to shut off. And I know there's other healers that are going through the same thing. And a lot of it is, I keep being reminded, Mercury retrograde and eclipse season. And that plays a lot on the energies of people that have gifts. And it's really hard because we can't just put ourselves in a Faraday cage, right? We can't just block out electromagnetic impulses and then go, I'm fine, everything's fine. It doesn't work like that. So we get to a point to where I know we feel overwhelmed. And I see other people kind of disappear and take moments for themselves as well. Like yesterday when I was in the middle of and losing it, I had to go take a shower and just scrub myself down and try to get that energy to go away. And it didn't. And I finally, like I said, just went to bed. And it was weird because I woke up, but I keep having these really strange dreams. And it's like in the dream, I'm really there, and then here in life, I'm really here. So it's like I'm never resting. It's like I'm living two different lives. And each dream, though, has something that it's telling me. And a lot of you should be aware of this. Your dreams are speaking to you. It's your subconscious trying to let you know. That's your higher self that's trying to give you clues or help you make sense of something or lead you in a certain direction in which you need to go. And when you see people in these dreams, especially people that you know or you've been connected to, it's either them calling out to you or spirit leading you to reach out to this person. And you never know why you're reaching out to somebody. You never know what they're going through or if they can help you with what you're going through. It could be about closure. It could be about reinitiating something that you thought was dead. And these are just ideas about relationships because that's what we see. I mean, there's other symbolism that occurs in dreams that helps us to understand the reality around us. So don't ignore your dreams. But that was kind of a side note on the concept of love. And like I said yesterday, it was me feeling like venom, just spitting the fire I was feeling inside of me. And I know a lot of that has to do with the energies that are coming down on our planet right now. And it's being amplified through the vessels that are we'll say the galactic newspaper for the people here on Earth, It's hot off the press. So I have my days where it's easy to spread the message, and those are the days of, peace, love, and light, and you see me bubbly and good vibes, and then there's days like I had yesterday where it's harder to be that messenger because it's like, don't shoot the messenger, Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to say something that I don't know why it's coming out. Me not know why. It's just coming out. It is word vomit. And a lot of times it's like I want to stop it and I can't stop it. I don't have complete control over what's going on. And I don't know if anyone remembers that show Mork and Mindy. He was an alien. It was Robin Williams, and it was he'd get like these broadcasts. I swear they came through him, and he couldn't control it. And it's something, it's like that. It's almost like something that is outside, because it is something that's outside of me. And I'm making sense of all of this for you because it makes sense to me, but I don't know how to make it make sense to everyone else because it starts sounding a little cuckoo, cuckoo. But us as messengers don't have control over the message we give. And even with tarot readers, like they use cards to guide them and bring you a message, and they use those cards to illustrate what they're working through for you. I don't use cards. And I mean, I'll use them on a personal level to check in with energies for myself or people that I care about, but I don't use them to guide messages because a lot of times things are so intense and constantly flowing anyways that I have to get it out. I have to bleh, or it begins to just like make me feel like I'm in a whirlpool and my ears ring nonstop until I do say what I'm supposed to say. And like I said, I was already recording another video, and it's funny that it just cut off like, nope, not what I want you to talk about. So come try again. And if anything, this message is to help a lot of people understand the concept of love and also what people known as healers go through, because it's not an easy walk, especially when you do it alone. And you're like, I wish I had somebody that was strong enough to walk this walk with me and share all the moments with me, because there's a lot of things that come in that are like, oh my God, I want to tell somebody about that. And then you can't tell anybody about that because most of them, they don't want to hear about your successes. They want to hear about your failures. And if you do tell somebody something that's a success, a lot of times they're like, oh, you don't deserve that. And they don't do that to your face. They're doing it behind your back. But it makes it to where there's no one to share the good times with. There's nobody to lean against when the burdens arise, you know. And not to say that there's this lonely feeling, because like I've said several times, I have the Creator with me. I have my spirit team. I feel that love around me, but sometimes it's like I just need a hug. I just want that deep hug where you feel hearts pounding and sharing the warmth and knowing everything's going to be okay because there's somebody strong enough right there with you. Because this walk is not for the faint of heart. This walk is definitely something for warriors. And I've learned from a lot of my pain that nothing's going to stop me. It doesn't matter how many people wish ill upon me, how many thorns are upon my path, how many cuts, bumps, bruises, scrapes that I get. I'm not going to stop because I'm not a quitter. And I'm not a quitter for a reason, because the world needs love. The world needs nurturing. The world needs to be reminded you don't have to give up. It doesn't matter how low you get, you're still better than what you were yesterday. And don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever give up hope and believe that there's nothing for you, because I swear to you that there is something great in this life. And even if it's just waking up every day and you can smile most days, that's the gift within you, that you're okay with knowing that your life is a blessing. You know, if you're waking up feeling discouraged every day, try to turn that around. Try to figure out, how can I better inspire myself? How can I better encourage myself? How can I build up my strength to keep going? How can I not let my naysayers make me want to lay down and die? Because we've gotten to a point in society where the releasing of life rates have skyrocketed, and it's from the things that people have to entertain, like war and dysfunctional households and the loss of family. And I'm talking the disconnection of families, that there's no more brotherhood or sisterhood or unity in our walk in life. And even the animals are separated, and it's because we've separated them. So we've made it to a point in our lives where we have disconnected ourselves so much from the paradigm we've created for ourselves. And it's funny because in the 1950s, family was the ultimate concept of life, and here we are, 70 years later, and family has nothing to do with life. It's all about monetary gain and clout and status and what you think people look at you and applaud you for. And the sad concept is, what you think they're applauding you for is what they're despising you for. And even as hard as it is to give those messages of tough love, or like I said, it feels like venom coming out, it hurts inside, and then to have to spit it out, I normally will go sit and mull it over, like, could I have delivered that better? But I'll tell you, yesterday, honestly, if you see the energy that was in that video, I couldn't stop it from coming out. And I still have to deal with how I deliver certain things. But when it's flowing and it's going, there's no filter. And I even told myself I need to start coming forward with a warning. And I might start doing that with all of my videos, because I am an acquired taste. I am a strong cup of tea. I don't drink coffee, but not everyone can handle me. I'm bittersweet and very blunt and very truthful. And that's one thing I've been told a lot, and I never realized it till I've been told this repetitively. Like, I love you because you're so blunt and honest. And I'm like, oh, I thought we all were. I didn't realize a lot of people were hiding behind a charade. And it's just like I heard somebody talking about how Aquarians overthink everything, and they thought everyone else did. I did too. I didn't realize, I know we're all different, but I didn't realize how our differences really set us apart from one another, to where, yes, I'm an overthinker. And then there's other people that are very passionate, and there's other people that are very business oriented. And, these are just the different aspects of the zodiac. And when you can tap into those energies and share in those qualities, that's awesome. I didn't realize not everybody could do that. I didn't realize that pretty much people were stuck being the way they are. That seems very easy to see now that I say it out loud. But like I said, and maybe it's like a childlike mentality. I didn't see the truth at the time. And now that I'm starting to see how we're each made in our own way. I even had to sit down earlier and say, thank you for making me the way that you did, because I'm perfect the way that I am. And I love you for giving me the ability to feel love, because I didn't realize everyone could not. I didn't realize sometimes I loved people too deep and too hard, and they couldn't accept the feeling of love. And I apologize to anybody I did that to, because I know that made you feel inferior and less than, like you didn't deserve to be in my company, when I was thoughtless in the way that I was presenting something to somebody that wasn't allowed to feel that had been hurt by that, and trust issues with that, and fear factors with that. And like I said, I didn't realize. And this apology goes out to any and everybody that I've affected in that way, because love is not supposed to hurt, even when it comes out the way that it did yesterday. It's not supposed to be so chaotic. And I realize a lot of things that I need to work on as an individual, especially being on a public platform and trying to reach thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people, wanting to speak to the world. It can't be done from an insensitive way of seeing. It has to come from a blessed way of being, you know? And like I said, I apologize for making anybody feel less than because the love that I gave was too strong. And it's funny, I would never think that I would apologize for loving too raw. But I know we have different love languages, and it's on me as a person to start realizing how I am making people feel. I'm not responsible for the way that people feel, but it's good to know how we make people feel, you know, so we don't make them feel hurt and guarded by the way that we're presenting ourselves to them. So I'm going to leave it on that note for now and sending out peace, love, and light, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.